Hey, don't you two feel embarrassed? That's seriously lame, you know.
Tosaka?
Well, the truth is, I moved to Tokyo after high school, but I totally crashed and burned. My company went under and now I'm jobless. Hilarious, right?
Hey, Hasai, mind cleaning the classroom for me?
We've got plans after school, you know. You look like you're free anyway, right?
Well, I was kinda hoping to head home early today too. I'm Yukido Asai. Right now, I'm a second-year middle schooler. The two people cornering me are my classmates, Kazuto Hoshi and Mai Uraya. By the way, those two are apparently dating. As you can tell, I'm a socially awkward introvert, and because of that, they've been picking on me constantly. Whoa, classic introvert move. If you've got something to say, how about saying it loud and clear?
Ugh, gross. All mumbly and pathetic? If you can't talk back, just shut up and do what you're told.
Even though I kept getting bossed around and barely maintained the minimum for my appearance, there was always a part of me that wanted to change. But after one time when I tried to change and they laughed me off for it, I'd been too scared to try again.
Hey, don't you two feel embarrassed? That's seriously lame, you know.
Tosaka? That was Hinata Tosaka, my classmate, and as you can see, a total social butterfly. Basically, a gyaru.
If you just get the cleaning done without pushing it on someone else, it'd be over in no time. Come on, get moving. Okay.
Tosaka's got great social skills and is popular with everyone in school. Basically, top of the cast. Even those two understood not to make an enemy of her, so they quickly finished up and went home. Thank you, Tosaka.
No way I could ignore something that infuriating. If you ever need help again, just say so.
Even after that, whenever Hoshi and Uraya messed with me, Tosaka always stepped in to help. I couldn't thank her enough, and on graduation day, I decided I had to thank her properly. If I don't say it today, I don't know when I'll get the chance. But when I saw her surrounded by friends, I froze up and never got the words out. After middle school, I went on to a tech-focused high school. While I was there, a system I developed as a personal project took off, and after graduating, I founded a company called Lovekoi Data Service. After moving to Tokyo to start the business, I've been managing a small team of 5 and keeping the company afloat. But, are you? Could you be? Tosaka? 6 years had passed since graduation. Now, 21, I ran into an unexpected reunion on my way home from work.
Huh? Are you Asai?
It made me genuinely happy that she remembered someone like introverted me, and I smiled at her. It's been a while. 6 years, huh? Never thought we'd run into each other here. But hey, you okay? You seem kinda down.
Well, the truth is, I moved to Tokyo after high school, but I totally crashed and burned. My company went under and now I'm jobless. Hilarious, right?
It went under? Like, bankrupt?
Yeah. I had a dream I wanted to chase, so after high school, I got a job here, but can you believe it? Well, meeting you here at least makes me kinda happy. I'm thinking maybe I should just head back home.
She sounded like she was trying to laugh it off, but to me, it didn't seem like she really wanted to go back home. Maybe she still wanted to stay in Tokyo to chase that dream. But who am I to act all high and mighty? Wait a sec. Maybe this is my chance to repay her for everything back then. Hey, Tosaka, if you want, why don't you come work at my company?
Huh? Company?
I started a company, so Well, I've got some flexibility with hiring. It's an IT company, but, if you're okay with it.
Wait, you mean you made it big, Asai? You're a CEO? Oh, that's crazy awesome.
It's not that big.
But are you sure? I only graduated high school,
Of course. I know you're a really good person, and if you're okay with it.
I'm in! I'll work super hard, so please hire me.
And just like that, I scouted her. Tosaka joined Lovekoi Data Service.
Hey, starting today, I'll be working here. I'm Tosaka. Let's keep the vibes high. Yeah.
After completing the paperwork, she arrived on her first day. Her intro had the team a bit wide-eyed with concern. Boss, are you sure about this? She seems, kinda wild. It's fine. We were classmates, and she's a really good person. Yeah, I can tell she's nice, but how do I put this? She's like a whole new species to me. The team was a bit nervous at first, but it didn't take long before they realized they'd been worrying over nothing.
Boss, can I check with you again?
That client, you see, they're a little particular. But no, they're not bad people. They've helped us a lot. It's not coming across. Why am I so bad at explaining things? Even as the boss, my social awkwardness often made it hard to give clear instructions. As I struggled,
Boss, mind if I take a look?
Tosaka?
Let me see. Oh, it's about the regular meeting, right? Got it. That client's pretty sensitive, so I think you just need to handle things carefully. But they're good people, so if you communicate properly and earn their trust, it'll go smoothly. Really?
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. How did you know, Tosaka?
Just a hunch.
Turns out, Tosaka could read exactly what I was trying to say with her exceptional social skills. From then on, she often became my interpreter.
Amazing, she's like a translator. I usually have no idea what the boss is saying, but she's like a mind reader.
The boss is a specialist when it comes to system development, but communication, yeah, not so much. Too much? Is that really what you all thought of me?
Nothing beats an old classmate. We were in the same class for 3 years, so leave it to me.
With her flawless performance as our interpreter, she quickly earned the trust of the team. And one day, after heading out for sales...
Boss, I'm back. Got a contract. Time to adjust the system.
Already? You've barely been here a week.
Well, what can I say? People seem to like me. The client guy was all, hey, good vibes, and signed the deal.
Wait, seriously? This Gyaru is unstoppable.
Feel free to shower me with praise anytime, boss.
I was starting to understand why Gyaru ruled the social world. But probably more than that, Tosaka had sharp instincts and knew how to adapt her approach to each client. Up until now, no one at the company had actively done sales, and our revenue had been stuck at a plateau. But with Tosaka enthusiastically making deals, our numbers were finally climbing upward. I never imagined things would grow so fast we'd be hiring new employees, and even considering expanding the company. Thanks to Tosaka's incredible work, the company has been thriving. The atmosphere inside kept improving as well. About half a year after Tosaka joined, I spoke to her during a break. Tosaka, you're honestly amazing.
Huh? What's with you all of a sudden, boss?
Everything's been going smoothly because of you. I was supposed to be the one helping you, but it feels like you're the one helping me all the time.
Oh, you're not getting anything out of buttering me up. Actually, I'm the one who should be grateful.
Huh?
If you hadn't hired me, I probably would have just given up and gone back home.
Oh, yeah. You mentioned you came to Tokyo chasing a dream. Mind if I ask what it was?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to start a band.
A band?
Back in high school, I performed with friends at the school festival, and that rush? We were totally in sync with the crowd. That feeling was unforgettable. So after graduating, I got a job in Tokyo to keep playing with my high school bandmates.
Since I'd gone to a different high school, I hadn't known Tosaka was in a band back then.
But the company I worked for shut down after 3 years, so we couldn't keep the band going and we had to break up.
I see. So that's why you looked so down that day.
No. Actually, I was upset that day for another reason. I'd run into some old classmates. Remember Hoshi and Uraya?
Just hearing their names brought back bad memories. They were the two who used to harass me when I was the quiet, awkward kid.
That day, they mocked me for losing my job. It was more like beyond crushed, you know?
So they moved to Tokyo too.
Yeah, Hoshi's at a university in the city now, and Uraya seems to have graduated from a junior college and found a job. Oh, and by the way, they're still together. I mean, whatever, it's not important. I knew they were nasty people, but they were a rare couple of people who actually came to watch us perform. There weren't any problems during the shows, and they even chatted afterward, so I couldn't exactly blow them off. I guess they were just trying to get in with a queen bee from school. Maybe I should have shut them down from the start. After I lost my job, they mocked me after the band's breakup concert too. They probably always hated me for getting in their way. The band was everything to me, and when it fell apart, I was about ready to give up and go back home. But you saved me, boss. Thanks to you, I'm still moving forward. Pretty dramatic, huh?
That's really something. To keep going even after all that? I mean, my system only took off by chance. Otherwise, I'm a mess.
Really? You've got enough guts to start a company. You should give yourself more credit.
Tosaka. In that moment, all the doubts I'd carried since middle school came flooding back to me. If I was ever going to take a step forward, now was the time. I braced myself and said, "Hey, Tosaka, could you maybe teach me how to improve my appearance and style?"
Whoa, for real? Sure, but why now?
Well, I'm socially awkward, right? Because of that, I've always struggled with people and never had much confidence. I thought maybe at least if I fixed how I looked, but I was scared of being laughed at, so I never tried. But seeing you work so hard for your dream, it made me feel like I had to try too. I know I can't fix the social stuff overnight, but I can at least work on how I look. So, instead of always relying on you, I want to become a boss you can be proud of. Will you watch over me? Then, Tosaka throws an arm around my shoulders.
Of course, totally on board. I can't wait to see you go for it, boss.
What?
We're basically teammates now. I'll be cheering you on all the way.
Even as I felt pathetic for once again leaning on Tosaka, her bright smile melted my heart all over again. After that, we both worked hard. Me for the business, and Tosaka toward finding new bandmates. About a month later, we had a business meeting scheduled with a company called Scatnet.
I never expected to run into you here. I thought you went back home. Uraya.
If I'd known it was her, I'd have canceled the meeting. On the phone, they'd only mentioned the last name, so I didn't see this coming. And what's this conversation about?
Boss.
Knowing what Araya had said to her before, I couldn't just stand by and let it happen.
Ah, you must be the boss. Thank you so much for meeting with us today. I've been looking forward to this.
By then, I was well aware I'd improved my appearance, but it seemed Uriah hadn't recognized me yet, which worked in my favor. Likewise, it sounds like you're familiar with one of our employees.
Oh, very much. We were classmates, actually. This girl, her last company went under, you know? And her band fell apart, too. Are you sure it's wise to hire someone like her? A young, dashing CEO like you deserves better.
Uriah launched into her attack, but I knew full well her words were unfair slander. You sure have a lot to say for someone who knows nothing about how hard she's worked. Also, you seem pretty casual now, Uriah.
Huh? Have we met before?
Does the name Yukito Asai from our class ring any bells?
What? No way. Asai? You're Asai? From middle school?
Yeah, so you didn't completely forget, huh?
No. No. The Asai I knew wasn't some handsome CEO.
That's a pretty cruel thing to say. Sorry to disappoint, but I'm definitely the Asai you know. To her, I was always just that gloomy, awkward kid. Seeing me now, transformed into someone completely different, left her stunned.
Who knew you were this handsome? If I'd known, I would've...
It's not like I was hiding it. I just didn't have the courage to change. When I tried, I got laughed at. But thanks to Tosaka pushing me, I finally took the plunge. If I look even halfway decent now, it's all thanks to her. Both back then and now, she's the one who helped me again and again. And this time, I'm the one who'll stand by her side. As I turn to face her, she...
I apologize for what happened in the past. I truly am sorry. So please, I hope you'll still consider doing business with us.
The past? That's rich coming from you. I heard every insult you just threw around. How do you explain mocking one of my employees?
But it's true, isn't it? That Tosaka's company and band both went under. I wasn't wrong about that.
If you worked with her, you'd know. There's no way Tosaka lacks ability. Our company thrives thanks to her. Her old company just happened to get crushed by market shifts. Tosaka came to Tokyo chasing her dreams. Sometimes that works out, sometimes it doesn't. But no matter what happens, someone like you, who only stands on the sidelines mocking, has no right to judge. Just acting on a dream, that alone is something amazing.
Boss.
I've been saved by Tosaka so many times. If you're going to insult her, then our company has no interest in doing business with you. Please leave. When I said that, the other employees who had overheard everything turned sharp gazes on Uriah as well. Everyone here had been helped by Tosaka. Of course, none of us could tolerate seeing her mocked.
Fine! Like I care about doing business with this company anyway.
Spitting that out, Uriah stormed out, frustrated.
Boss, that was seriously cool. So much for being bad at communication.
You think so? I was just desperate to stand up for you. Afterward, Tosaka was incredibly grateful. But honestly, all I did was return a fraction of what she's done for me. Still, that moment brought us closer, and I finally worked up the nerve to ask her on a date. I have to say what I couldn't back then. Today's the day. With that resolve, I waited by the station.
Asai!
Seeing an unexpected face, I couldn't help frowning, and she looked very different from before. Uriah, what are you doing here?
I'm so sorry, Asai. I never meant to be rude to you. You know, I think I've fallen for you.
Huh? What is this woman even saying? After storming out of the company shouting like I care. And she's the one who hurt my friend Tosaka. Plus, she already has a boyfriend. I heard about you. You're dating Hoshi, right?
You're way more attractive than Kazuto. So please, think about it, okay?
Even as I showed clear disgust, she kept inching closer. That's when...
Hey, Uraya? Oh my, if it isn't Tosaka. Fancy seeing you here.
Tosaka arrived at our meeting spot, shooting Araya a sharp glare.
You've got to be kidding me, right? Flirting with our boss? What the hell are you thinking? Well, I'm way more attractive than you, you know. Plus, I went to junior college. I'd heard the rumors, you know. Back in high school, you were constantly cheating, weren't you? Your true colors? Seriously nasty. What? What are you saying? I mean, I gave some of the people you messed with a heads up. Told them you already had a boyfriend and were cheating. They were really grateful, you know. Said they almost got dragged into something awful. So, the reason I got dumped out of nowhere was because of you?
Wait, Tosaka even had connections to Araya's side flings. How powerful is her social network? Hey, what's going on here, you guys? You're... And there he was, Kazuto Hoshi. Uraya probably planned to meet him here.
Kazuto, help me. These two are bullying me.
These two? Tosaka and... Wait, isn't that...
It's Asai from middle school. He's a CEO now and...
This handsome guy is Asai? Wait, no, never mind that. What the hell are you doing, creeping on my girlfriend? Jealous, huh? Like a proper boyfriend, Hoshi tried to defend Uraya, but reality can be cruel. Hoshi, Uraya was just trying to cheat on you with me, you know. What? Cheat?
Oh, and by the way, he's not the only one. Maybe you should hear the full story.
Apparently, Tosaka's wide social network had brought her all kinds of info.
Oh, I heard a lot from friends, you know. You were just jealous of me, weren't you, Uraya? That's... So you jumped at the first guy you could get just to lord it over me. And Hoshi here, who actually liked you, was the perfect tool, huh? But once we went separate ways after school, keeping up appearances didn't matter, and you started cheating. For the record, I only didn't have a boyfriend because I never met anyone I liked. Acting all sneaky and petty. Honestly, it's pathetic.
If you knew, why didn't you tell me?
Not like I owed you anything. And I'm sure as hell not going to be nice to someone who bullies classmates. I wasn't planning to say anything this time either, but once you came after our boss, that changed.
Frustrated at Tosaka's one-sided scolding and unable to argue back, Hoshi turned his anger on me. Damn it, I've worked so hard. So why is it you who gets respected, who became a CEO? What the hell did you do to get here? Well,
And that right there is what's so lame. Our boss doesn't judge people based on school cliques or social rank. At the very least, when I hit rock bottom, he never mocked or laughed at me. He reached out and helped me. Even when I'd been all talk, moved to Tokyo, and ended up a total mess, that's why I wanted so badly to help him in return.
Talked down by Tosaka and apparently realizing he had no chance left, Hoshi finally turned his anger on Uraya. Anyway, I'm done with you. We're over.
Wait, you don't have to say it like that.
There was no point in talking to them any further. Leaving the two of them bickering pathetically, we went off on our date. So, what happened to Hoshi and Uraya after that? As expected, they broke up. Hoshi tried to get a fresh start and find a new girlfriend, but his habit of looking down on people didn't change. Damn it, why can't I get a girlfriend? Naturally, no one wanted to be with a guy like that, and to this day, Hoshi is still looking for someone. Uraya, meanwhile, tried finding a new boyfriend, but thanks to Tosaka spreading the word, most guys learned about her cheating ways. Now, nearly every guy connected to her knows her true nature, and they all run the other way when she approaches. After leaving the station, I enjoyed my date with Tosaka.
Actually, the other day, when I told my old bandmates I found a job, they said they wanted to work with me again in some way. I thought they'd given up on me, but it turns out they hadn't at all. Thanks to you, boss, I feel like I can push forward again. A little longer till my restart.
That's great to hear. Hey, Tosaka.
What's up? Why so serious all of a sudden?
I've been wanting to thank you all this time for how much you helped me back in middle school. I really wanted to tell you on graduation day, but I didn't have the courage. I couldn't say it. The reason I asked you out today was because I wanted to finally tell you thanks.
Boss.
And since we met again, I've fallen for you. So, will you go out with me and let me keep showing you how grateful I am?
Boss, you're so cute.
Cute?
You say you want to thank me, but you've already given me plenty. Besides, I've already made up my mind. Hey, boss, I love you too.
Kindness we shared, we'll never forget it. That's why we'll keep supporting each other from here on out. I smiled quietly at this future star who's about to make her major debut.
I noticed 2 mistakes in the documents from the other day, but I've already corrected them and sent them up.
Huh? There were mistakes? I'm sorry. Just now, I received a report from my senior. I'm Haruhiko Yakumo. I'm a 26-year-old salesman working in the sales department of an IT company that runs a part-time job recruitment website.
Don't worry about it. If you're handling a lot of projects, anyone could make mistakes.
Huh. My senior's really kind. This is Mizuho Uchiura, a 3-year senior in the same department. She always helps me out, and everyone relies on her. She has a somewhat noble atmosphere and is a Madonna-like figure in the company. She's usually alone, which has led to rumors that she's from a rich family. Mizo-senpai is amazing. She's capable at work, good at following up, kind, and on top of that, she's beautiful. This is Tsuyoshi Ushirodate. He's a colleague from the sales department who constantly brags that his father is an executive at a major trading company. It's true. What kind of man do you think would be a match for Mizo-senpai? Of course it would be someone like me. After all, my father is an executive at a major trading company, and I'm one of the top salespeople in the company. Although, you're not a candidate, since I'm going after her first. Don't get in my way. One day, after finishing overtime, I stopped by a diner I had been curious about. It has a shabby appearance, like a place you would find in the countryside, but it's a specialty shop for local dishes. I really like places like this. When I entered, I was surprised to see someone I knew. Uchiura-senpai?
Yakumo-kun.
It was a surprise. Mizo-senpai was sitting at the counter of the restaurant. Good evening.
It's a coincidence. This place is pretty far from work. If you want, you can sit next to me.
Then I'll take you up on that. It seems Mizo-senpai is a regular at this place, coming once a week. She really loves the rustic atmosphere. I don't know what to say, but this is surprising.
Everyone says that. But what's wrong with liking places like this?
No, I think it's really lovely. It's like a hidden charm.
Really? Thank you. Do you like places like this too, Yakumo-kun?
Yes, my hobby is traveling, and I go to rural places with no tourist spots by myself. I've been curious about this place for a while.
Really? Oh, I also love the countryside. I've always been misunderstood. Like I don't like things like that. I love stylish places and shops, but I also love the countryside and old shops. Actually, I'm more at home in the countryside and in old wooden buildings.
Oh, I see. You don't know about a person until you talk to them, do you? After that, Mizo-senpai seemed to be slightly drunk, and her talk about loving the countryside never stopped. We got really excited talking about our favorite travel destinations, the best local dishes, and places we would like to visit someday.
You should come to my hometown sometime. It's a really rural place, but the air is so fresh and people are warm and welcoming.
I'm really glad I chose this place today. Of course, I was happy to have made a friend who loves the countryside, but I was also glad to learn the surprising side of Mizo-senpai.
Yakumo-kun, your appointment's in the afternoon, right? Can we go for lunch after this?
Got it! Since meeting at the diner, my relationship with Mizo-senpai clearly grew closer. Before long, she started calling me Yakumo-kun. And when we were both at the company, we would occasionally have lunch together. Of course, at the same diner. Since it was a place far from the company, I had never run into anyone from work there before. Recently, I thought they were getting along well, so I followed after them, but why him? Just as I sat down, Tsuyoshi Ushirodate appeared. Unfortunately, he hadn't been out on a sales call either, and had apparently followed me here. And he even invited Mizo-senpai to this shabby place. Mizo-senpai, I'm sorry about my colleague here. Let's go to a more stylish place. Actually, there's a hidden cafe near the office. Tsuyoshi was babbling, but before he could continue, a voice interrupted him clearly, though not loudly.
No thanks. What's your problem? It seems like you've been following us. And not only that, but you're insulting this place.
No, it's a misunderstanding. I just thought I would teach this colleague of mine that this isn't the place to take Mizo-senpai.
Then that's none of your business. I really like this place. Is that all? Then can you leave, please?
Ugh. Having been told this, Tsuyoshi had no choice but to leave the diner, but... I warned you not to make a move on her! Of course, his anger wasn't going to subside. As soon as I went to the office and headed to the restroom, he came charging at me. I didn't make a move. It's your behavior that was unreasonable in the first place. Shut up! If she hates me now, it's your fault! Don't shift the blame. It's your own doing. He wouldn't listen, and because of him, I barely had any time for a break. I headed towards my afternoon appointment. Afterward, every time I saw Tsuyoshi, he started throwing sarcastic comments at me. On top of that, I started hearing rumors about me.
Recently, there have been a lot of rumors about Yakumo-san. He loves shabby, dirty shops. And they say he doesn't even have the spirit of chivalry. This rumor is kind of malicious. I wonder what's up with this.
The source is probably Tsuyoshi. But fortunately, it was just rumors about me being rumored. You're free now, right? Just perfect! Go take care of my appointment. Since we are salespeople, we're often out on the field, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But one day, when I came back from an appointment, Tsuyoshi finally took it a step further. Apparently, he added an appointment during his morning telemarketing session. Since he had other appointments, he had requested me to fill in for him. This place? It's far, but I managed to book it, so what can you do? We work at the company's headquarters, and there are a few other branches. Each branch has its own sales territory, and this was on the border between two branches, so it was quite far. I didn't expect him to take this one. Technically, it's within our range. Alright, I'll take it. Yeah, it's my fault for being too talented. Well, I've got a big case nearby, so I'm counting on you for this one. I see. So this is a subtle form of harassment with a small case that probably won't bring much profit from a distant area. He probably planned to assign it to me from the start by booking the appointment today. Otherwise, there would have been no one else available to go. And so, I ended up going on a business trip to a rather remote area I would never visit for tourism. Whoa, it's colder than I imagined. The area is completely covered in snow. The sea waves, mixed with drifting ice, are rough. I wonder what the temperature is. Maybe below 0.
Thanks for coming. Feel free to warm up by the stove.
Thank you. Apparently, the local government, agriculture cooperative, fisheries cooperative, and local businesses are working together on a large-scale project to recruit long-term part-time workers during university students' long spring break to experience rural life and work.
Even if we put out the recruitment ads, do you think we'll get any applicants?
Well, with this cold, it might be tough. But either way, I think we need to recruit online to target the right demographic. The shortage of labor in rural industries due to depopulation and aging, as well as the succession issue, is a pressing problem. The goal is to attract more people by offering long-term part-time work in the countryside, even if just one person becomes interested. That's what many people say, right? But it's only effective in more urban areas.
Yeah, even though the internet has a big impact, there is still a difference between rural areas and cities, isn't there?
And so, the casual conversation began. I believe the secret to successful sales is how well you can hold a casual conversation. For me, 90% of it is just chatting. The goal is to gain the other person's trust by making them think, this person seems reliable. Of course, depending on the person, there are times when I need to explain things in a more logical way. Flexibility is key when adapting to different people. But this time was a bit special. The person in charge warmed up to me early on.
Well, I'm telling you because it's you. But there's an unsettling rumor going around.
At a moment when we were getting comfortable, the person in charge suddenly vented. Apparently, there's a trading company that's had a long-term exclusive contract with the village's fisheries cooperative, and they're suspected of corruption.
The local government stepped in to stop them from underpricing, but the fishermen's lives still haven't improved. There are limits to what the government can do, so the locals are trying to unite to find the problems on their own.
And so, I successfully gained their trust and finished my first visit. Hey, welcome back. How'd my appointment go? When I showed up at the office the next morning, Tsuyoshi greeted me with his usual grin. I ignored him and sat down at my desk. It went really well. I think we can probably visit again next time. Oh, that's great. Glad to hear my appointment wasn't wasted. Thanks to you, I was able to close a big deal yesterday. I'm so happy. If I close a deal, Tsuyoshi gets the points for the appointment. He's obviously thrilled about getting points for my success.
Good morning, Haruhiko. I heard about yesterday's deal.
As we were talking, Mizo-senpai came in. When I greeted her, Tsuyoshi, with a bright expression, barged into the conversation. Good morning, Mizo-senpai. You have to hear this. I closed a big deal yesterday.
Good morning. I see. Congrats.
Tsuyoshi kept going, even though he should have stopped there. This is just who he is. Compared to that, Haruhiko had to stay overnight for an appointment in a remote area. Yeah, and to a backwater village. A place like that doesn't have the money to spend on a website, right? You shouldn't say it like that. Sure, it was a rural place, but the air was fresh, and the people were warm. It was a good village. Yeah, you're really desperate, huh? Well, for you, if you can't close a deal, it's just a waste of time, huh? But really, it was a desolate village. Wanna see the official website? It looks like one of the most remote places ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's right. Look, here it is. Even in the photos, it looks so run down, right? Going there for someone else's appointment? Haruhiko lacks the guts of a salesman. I'm sure I'm a much more promising guy for the future. My father is an executive at a major company, so I'm a good catch, right? Right? How about it? How about we grab lunch together today? I really want to get to know you better, Miso-senpai. Tsuyoshi babbles on, and when I look at Miso-senpai, I feel like I've seen this scene before.
That's my hometown.
Huh? When Miso-senpai spoke those words, Tsuyoshi's words, which I had tried to warn him about, suddenly stopped. Wait, don't joke! You're from the city, right? An elegant lady from the city!
I'm not joking. My hometown has no tourism or industries, and it's ridiculously cold in winter. That's where I'm from. I never said I'm from the city, nor did I ever claim to be.
The office is almost full now, and most employees are present. Her words sent shockwaves throughout the office.
You know, I'm often misunderstood. People think I'm from the city or that I'm some rich girl. It's nice that they think that, but it's not true at all. I actually come from a fishing family in a rural village. So I go to bars, and that diner you mocked is one of my regular spots. Sure, maybe some women see you as a good catch because of your future potential and rich family. But no matter how promising you are, I don't want to be around someone who looks down on others. So, first, could you apologize to Haruhiko-kun? I've been uncomfortable with you for a while now.
Mizo glares at Tsuyoshi, and he slowly lowers his head, apologizing. I'm sorry for looking down on you and harassing you. You should have something to say to Mizo-senpai too. I'm sorry.
All right, then don't ever do that again. Don't worry, I'll treat you just like before at work, but unfortunately, even if you apologize, you're not my type. So don't bother me anymore.
That was the moment Tsuyoshi's heartbreak began, and so the drama before work ended. Senpai, do you have time tonight? After that commotion, Miso-senpai was accepted by everyone at the office, and her popularity only grew. While I secretly felt a bit jealous, we steadily grew closer. At the same time, we secured a deal for the project we had been working on. Things were going smoothly, but meanwhile, something big was happening in Miso-senpai's hometown. Wait, fraud?
Yes, I think it's going to be in the news soon.
It turns out the shady rumors I heard when I was on my visit were true. The trading company with an exclusive contract with the Fisheries Cooperative had been misusing its priority position and was found to have been involved in bribery. I'm surprised you found out. It must have been difficult.
The locals came together to protect the fishermen, and it seems like this was the result of their efforts. It seems it was happening on a nationwide scale. It's a huge scandal, and the mastermind behind it was...
Huh? What's going on? The next morning, Tsuyoshi Ushirodate was shouting at the TV.
It has been revealed that fraudulent transactions were taking place in fisheries and agricultural cooperatives nationwide. The mastermind behind this is Narane Ushirodate, a 56-year-old executive at the company owning the name corporation.
And it turned out that the mastermind behind the bribe scheme was his father. Yes, the source of the dark rumors was his father.
Hey, did you see the news this morning? Yeah, I saw it. That trading company, it's run by Tsuyoshi's dad, right? So that means the arrested executive is Ushirodate's.
Tsuyoshi Ushirodate, who constantly boasted about his father being an executive at a major trading company, suddenly became the center of attention when it was revealed that the arrested man was his father. No, it must be some kind of mistake. Yeah, that's it. It has to be a mistake. Tsuyoshi shouted in denial, but no one was listening. Afterward, Tsuyoshi refused to come to work, unable to cope with the shock of being rejected by Mizo-senpai and his father's arrest. He went completely silent and was eventually dismissed for misconduct. Why did this happen? I'm not guilty! I'm not guilty! No one knew where Tsuyoshi ended up or what happened to him afterward. Meanwhile, Miso-senpai and I had happily started dating. On this day off, we were visiting her hometown together.
Oh, Mom! Welcome home, Mizuho. And thank you for always taking care of Haruhiko.
There she was, the woman Mizuho referred to as her mother, someone I was already familiar with. Yes, she was actually Miso-senpai's mother. I had already been told by Mizuho that her family came from a rural area, and I knew from the moment Tsuyoshi mentioned it that it was her hometown. That's why when I brought up Miso-senpai during my first business visit, I was able to gain her trust unusually quickly. By the way, Miso already knew about the fraudulent transaction, which hadn't been reported yet, because her mother had told her.
I never expected my daughter to be dating you, Yakumo-san. If she's your girlfriend, I shouldn't call you Yakumo-san, should I? I should call you Haruhiko. Mom, stop it. This is so embarrassing.
Mizuho is a lot more playful when it's private. Later, we visited Mizuho's home and met her father. He was a fisherman, a quiet man with a wonderful smile. Connections between people are strange things. It's as if some invisible force is at work, tying people together with a mysterious thread. I promise to make your daughter happy. Please allow me to date her with marriage in mind.
Huh? Huh? Oh my.
Good connections bring happiness, while bad ones bring misery, or so it seems. As a simple person, I may never fully understand this, but I believe it's something worth believing in. In today's world, where human connections are thinning, I want to cherish the bonds I have, and I hope that our lives will be filled with happiness.